What's up, everybody? Or more like nobody, but somebody. What's up? We are here on day 11. That's already an achievement in a big way. Whoa. It went right through all the zones we mapped out yesterday. Oh shoot, I had my stream on. So yeah, so we're good. Yeah, we're down. We're down. And this might be a reversal. It's looking promising. We are just in time, I guess, for what's next. If it's either going down again or going up. None of this is financial advice. The content presented in this video is for entertainment and educational purposes only. The creator does not sell any products or services, nor is affiliated with any of the trading platforms or tools mentioned. Trading involves risk and is not suitable for all investors. It is important to conduct your own research or consult with a professional before making any investment decisions. The creator assumes no responsibility for any losses or damages caused by the use of this content. We have an important zone here where price might give us a little bit of a drop, or maybe a bigger drop from this area. On the daily, let's see what that looks like on the daily. I'm curious. All right, the drop is not that big. We're still heading maybe to the 50%. This is the 1 hour chart. Got this high over here. May well protect price. This is the 30-minute. We got past all these Fibonacci retracements that we were looking to see if we got a reaction. We did get a reaction here on a little more than 50%, about 60%, before going up to break some of the highs here. It was a clean break, looks like. Let's see. Yeah, it was a clean break of the structure, but price immediately traded down from there right after breaking this. So this is our, shall we say, protected high here, all the way up here. And the range has gotten so much bigger because of the bullish trend that we found ourselves in. So maybe price goes to this S&D zone all the way down, trades up from there. This low broken, but it wasn't an important low that as much as this one, because price didn't trade higher. Then we create another low. Yeah, because the high here is all the way over here. So this low was likely to be ran like it did. Let's check out the 1-minute chart. That was not supposed to be, that was weird. This is a blue one. Okay, here we got the 1 minute. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. All right, so scalping is the name of the game. You see, I did call that drop before I read my disclaimer. I said price might drop from there. On the 5 minute, we have that wall put in as well. This is the spot that we were thinking price might drop from. Even, I mean, very likely that it keeps going down for some time, maybe, unless we're ranging 930, so volume drops. This big move happened at the market open. Oh, there was, before I even take a trade, there was a restricted event, or maybe not actually. Wednesday. Oh, that EIA report. But doesn't apply to us. Yeah, today's the 27th, so we're good to go. This could be a second tap into the area before trading higher too. Could. All right, let's see what we can get today, guys. Let's see. Yeah, that could be a good trade here. Maybe if it drops a little more, gives us a little more room. Ideally, our stop loss would be all the way down here, but we're not going to risk that much if we do get in. Going for a 1-to-1 on a 5-point. See if it gives me a better entry. Right about there usually is a good entry, if you are deciding to go up. But we're gonna wait a little because it looks like still doesn't want to go up. Okay, we took a trade going up. This one might be one where we can go for a few more points, and our stop loss definitely needs a little more room. Oh, by the way, the trade is over here. Oh boy, we almost got it. Well, we're still in the trade. Okay, I took my profit. It would have gone my way. It was, wow. I moved my stop loss. You know, you know how it is, guys. We gotta have some risk management. We're getting it right. That was a good call. And I had a feeling I should have gone for a little more profit. I like my trade to go my way quickly. I know it's a lot to ask from price, but there's always opportunities. So what's the point of losing trades? There we got 25 bucks in profit, so we're pretty much even again. I probably should make videos like specifically for people who want to break even, which I mean, I assume there are some people who want to break even, right? If they're losing, mostly. How do I break even at least? Well, I'm the guy. I can teach you how to break even because I do it all the time. Oh, that was another entry there. Yeah, it looks like it wants to go up, keep going up, but we'll see if we get a rejection again here. We're hitting that top. Price hasn't traded higher than that, so it did run the high to the left, but not on the 5-minute. On the longer time frame, we still have that wick to consider a flip. So price could shoot down at any point. And when it does shoot down, usually it does pretty spectacularly like that. Like it's a strong pull. Maybe we get a big candle, maybe. I mean, we'll see. Maybe it's just going to the 50% of the candle here. This price has been pretty volume oriented. I don't know. There's a lot of volume here because we got this, 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 and especially with this candle doing what it did, leaving a whole body in that specific little range. So we're gonna stay a little bit out of this range. Looks like undecided. Okay, we get a pretty good idea of what's going on. Yeah, we got a run of the low and hasn't been trading higher. We'll see this next candle what it does. If it hangs around and doesn't leave up, then we have a little more indication that it might want to go down. Yeah, this is not running this high yet. Yeah, starting to look slightly more bearish than bullish right now. So this might be a bigger candle down, we'll see. Yeah, this is where we'll test it out again. Well, the trades are getting higher and higher, so yeah, it did shoot up. So we're back at the bullish bias. Maybe goes up to this S&D zone, drops down to about here again before shooting up again. Hopefully it doesn't leave without us abruptly. like breaking this high. Hopefully it stays in this range for a bit. I think that could be more beneficial for us. Yeah, and look at my trade again. See how I catch these points? That could yield more returns. That's what I'm going to try to do in this evaluation for the next, whatever it takes. We already passed the 10 days. Ooh, you see, big candle. So yeah, we already got 10 days. We are not breaking any rules from trade day. So we are in a good spot to pass this evaluation. We just have to be a little more aggressive and look at the numbers, especially because looking at the numbers, like I'll give you guys a scenario. Okay, remember we have a trailing drawdown, which means that the most money that we can lose trails up as we make profits. Because we haven't had a substantial amount of profit yet, like $500 or even 250 above 50,000, we haven't been at like 50,250 or 50,500. We haven't been there. And because of that, because we haven't been up like that, our trailing drawdown right now is still 48,000. So it's all the way down, 48,000. If we go to 48,000 here, we lose the evaluation. Okay. So I'm trading one contract, right? But one contract on 5 points, yes, it's 100. That's great. But if I could get 200 from one trade, that would really propel me to finish this thing and put some risk into it. But because I've been doing well, like trading wise, like, I mean, I'm not down, right? I'm not in a drawdown anymore. I'm above 50,000, 39 bucks, but it's something, right? And I've been trading for 10 days. So because of that, 2 contracts might be a good idea, right? But I can only, or it'd be wise for me to do it when my trailing drawdown it's at its lowest with my balance at its highest. And I assume that would be about 50,200. So if I have 50,200, or let's say 220, because I don't know if it's 250 where it starts to trail up, or it's 500. I cannot find information on that, actually. Maybe I can do a video looking for it live. Okay, so we're hitting the bottom again here. Okay, that's what I was afraid of. Not afraid of, actually. This is what I was hoping for, actually, because we can stay in this range and see if we can get a trade. Here is likely to get rejected, going up a little bit, but we also have this low, and of course might run all the lows to the left. And although in this we could have gotten into a drop here, waiting for this kind of move, I don't think is the wisest move yet. Maybe it is, actually. Maybe it is because it's right above this before the high, which is usually where price gets rejected from. And we also have the continuation of the downward trend. So that would have been a great move, actually, for someone. Not for us today, but we could have paid attention. But I was talking about the drawdown thing and the 2 contracts. Yeah, so when it's 50,200, we have the most amount of capital to play with. And so taking 2 contracts there and winning a position would really, you know, propel us towards our $2,500 profit. That's what I'm thinking. It's 2 contracts, but when my drawdown gives me an advantage to do so, because this way I risk the least amount of drawdown possibility, I guess, or drawdown, what do you call it? Drawdown room. There's more room for me to get back, like, because if I lose that trade, 2 contracts, yeah, that's $400 or whatever the trade gives me as a loss, maybe, but it's gonna be at least $200 loss, right? Because it's 5 points at least. So let's say we go for 7 points, that's like, you know, um, $300, something like that. So 340 or 320. Ooh, a long ways. Okay, I did take a trade because this has potential to go up, especially with the breaks of the highs. I could place my stop loss below this, which is a lot of risk. This is a lot of risk, but it's only 1 contract, and I'm optimistic. And we can trail it up if it goes our way. It's just the where price is and everything. It just seemed like the right trade to take. There's just so much room though for price to go down, but there's also the way this switch like that, running the high immediately after dropping a little bit, gave us that bullish indication. Unfortunately, it is a lot of risk, but we need to do this if we want to pass. I mean, we're already passing, but if we want to get the profit. Well, that price doesn't want to trade higher. I should have maybe looked for a better entry, if that was gonna be my bias. Didn't break the high over there, and it's breaking the low, so it's not a good sign for us. We still have a little bit of room here. We got our stop loss below this, so we would have to break all those lows, which is likely to do because price is trending down. So what I thought was a good trade might not turn out to be so. It's slowly creeping down, but we'll see. Maybe mitigate this 50%. Oh, well, if it does break. Is my mic on? Um, I think my mic was out of battery for there. Okay, I had to switch the battery on the mic. Our trade is going our way, so that's good news. Let's drop our risk a little bit. Oh, that might be the top of the range for now. Oh, that's not good. Right there is where I think price might go up from. finally giving me a room to place my stop loss above the entry. Okay, that's a good sign. Well, that's a scary move down. Right now, if we got out, it'd be $100 profit, which would be really good, actually. But this has the potential for more profit, and there's little risk, so I'm gonna play it out a little longer. Yeah, I don't like to be in these situations. I like to just take my profit at the peak of the first, like right here. If I could get profit here, that still would be like 100 or 90, between 90 bucks and 110, something like that. Because of this, what's happening now, where I was already at profit, now I'm about to, you know, be scared for another 2 minutes, whatever it takes. So I don't like that. That's why I move my stop loss so much. Um, and of course, when it goes against you, it goes quickly, right? Like it takes forever to get up towards your profit, but it goes to your stop loss quickly. And that's part of getting the reversal wrong, because the trend is continuing strong, you see? Ooh. So I did get out of that trade. Um, price might keep going down now. So, wow, that was a big order. I thought because I moved the stop loss would have been smaller, but it ended up being $155 loss. We have this low here, of course, that might give us more support. Then we have this area to mitigate as well. And now of course, price is now very likely to go up from here, because now we're more at the bottom of that range that we formed. Oh yeah. Yeah, so I took another trade going up this time. I got a little better entry, about half. So I might get cooked again. And this is the type of price action that cooks me. I just kind of like the potential for profit versus the loss. But if I keep losing, then all that profit is just to get me back where I was. That's the problem with that. So it's not like I don't mind losing some of these trades, but then I have to win more, of course, just to get back to break even. And then this time I'm gonna be okay with a $100 win. That's what fear does to you. It numbs you. Yeah, I still have a bit of a bullish bias at the moment, even though we're going down still. From the longer time frame and the shorter time frame, we're both going down, but I still think it wants to flip up. Okay, that's a good sign. That's a good sign. That little push, the strong force going up, that's a really good sign. Okay, price left a few lows that I can put my stop loss on the 10-second chart, so right here. Yeah, that's a good spot to be. If I get my stop loss, that's fine. I like it where it is. I'm not gonna risk more or less. Actually, if it does take my my stop loss, it's definitely more indication of a bigger pull to the downside. But my stop loss, yeah. Oh wow. So I moved it just a tiny bit because it is that 50% area that might give us a pull up. You see that? That's what I was thinking, but we'll see. I mean, I'm very close to it. That's why I moved it down just a little bit, taking a little less profit, but that spot right there, I think, might give us a rejection, right where my stop loss was. Nope. Okay. Well, got taken out. 40 bucks in profit. Again, that one could have been 100 something. I'm getting a little greedy, but I'm not too upset about it actually. And then look, my stop loss is just there for, I guess a lot of people put their stop loss there. Like, you know, you got to multiply whatever it is that you do by millions, because there's millions of people out there. And a lot of us are more alike than we like to admit. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my God. Really? Both times. Well, this one, yes. Okay, whatever. Price did go lower. My stop loss was here below this. Then I moved it here. Okay, fine. I mean, that loss, fine, because it was too much risk. Would have been like a $250 loss or something like $300 loss. So that's okay. I lose this trade, fine. 155. Not a small loss, but whatever. But this one, come on. I didn't even lose it. Like, literally my entry was the lowest point. And now look what price did. And I was willing to chase it. I had my my profit all the way up here. I was willing to move it up. I would still be in profit. Okay, well, next one. You know what I'm saying? Next one. And now it ran the high, so go figure. We did catch the flip. We just didn't. But one thing that got me was that 50% area. Um, let's see on the 22nd chart. So on the 20 on the when price was okay, it went here, right? And then it was to the 50% of this drop from here to here, and it went below 50%. So at first my stop loss was at 50%, like around here. That's where my stop loss was, and then I moved it down to give it a little more room, and it went right in there. Boom. Now it wasn't, it was like 58% or something. I don't know, something like that, 55 to 58% instead of 50%. And then it, you know, broke the high to the left, broke even this high here, broken. So a pretty big, substantial flip action, perfect timing, perfect placement, but just shy of that 50%. And so that should teach us to, when we see the 50%, just give it a little more room, because it's not precisely 50, but then of course then that 50 becomes 60 and then it shoots up, then you move it here, it goes there, shoots up. Like the more careful you want to be, the more chance of you losing money actually. Like the more, hold on one second guys, because this is trying to look for the swing. So this is the break, this is the low, this is the protected low, but the range is pretty much from here to here. You see that? Yeah. Okay, we took a trade going up. This is not, I don't know what I'm gonna say. This is just a continuation trade. I don't know. I don't know what to say about it. Yeah, well, we have the protected low here, but our stop loss is was just right there. All right, we lost it. Man, we're doing bad. 230 in loss. That one was okay. That one was a bad trade. That one was a bad trade. I'll admit it. So what I should be thinking about also, one thing I could think about is figure out where my stop loss would be. Look at that, look at that. Yeah, it's so frustrating, guys. I just lost from here to here, right? And then look. Look. I tell you. I tell you. The problem is that if I get in here going up, then it goes down to 50%. Then I want to go up there. Okay, it goes lower. Then I want to go up from there. Then it does go up. And then it goes lower. Like it's, oh my God. It's finding the entry and the stop loss. That's the hard part. Trying to wait for a good setup, but I think I am in a good setup. Like I can see what's going on. It just won't go my way. Like just barely gets me. Look at that. So my stop loss should be my entry. Where I want, because I would want the stop loss below this low, which I thought was protected because it ran the highs to the left. It did give us that pull up that I was expecting, but it did drop below it. So if my stop loss is right below it, it did take it as it happened. So what I should do is, instead of getting in here, is waiting for price to go to where my stop loss would be. But then now, of course, then you break the low, then you get the bias that, okay, we're going lower, which I did. I kind of did. but then it actually went my way. But yeah, it looks like the continuation of the drop, especially running this low here. Not complete break. Let's see. Yeah, not a break, just some wicks there. So it might come back, test it out, break it again, run it, finally break, and then shoot up, break this high. And yeah, like I I was thinking that would happen is the range. And I kind of like the range because it gives me an indication of where we are, whether we are, you know, high or on the bottom of the range. Like right now we're in the middle of a range, but there's a protected, well, no, not anymore. There's no protected low here because we was ran already. So now we can expect price to go all the way down here or even lower. Of course, this is juicy over here. We have these lows here. So price might keep trading lower. This low is going to be important. So a bunch of things that could happen. But if we do stay in the range, then we can, you know, take trades up when it's at the bottom and trade down when it's at the top. All right, guys, I really need a break after losing that and just the way I lost, where it was just barely. I need a little break. So 5 minutes, I'll be right back. You know what I mean? Okay, stay tuned. Oh, plus also I get to charge my mic a little more. All right, be right back, guys. Okay, we're back. What's been happening? Going down still. Yeah, being on the continuation side and shorting would probably be easier than trying to go up. That's why I got cooked. Maybe because I shouldn't have been going up. I should have waited for confirmation to the downside. But now we're at the bottom of that range that I talked about, so we might long again. Oh, I took a trade going up. Very little room. Very little room. Oh my god. That was not good. Okay, that might be it for me, guys. Yeah, it's not. Ooh. Oh, Doji. Oh no. Oh, very little room. That's it for me, guys. $98 loss. 325. That's my limit is 350. Following my rules. Bad day today. Really bad day. That's the way it is. Very impatient, very emotional trading, I guess. Or not emotional, actually, but just too rushed. I was rushed the whole time. I didn't have to rush. So, lesson learned. Tomorrow is another day. We'll get it back. At least our trailing drawdown has not gone up. That's the only good thing about not making the profits. But thanks for watching. If you're here,